Hey kids, Mr. Fly here, hope you're well. Now, as you can see, I'm in the garage where I'm about to attempt some modification work on the trusty Speed Twin. What I'm going to do today is try and change out the clocks on the bike. What could possibly go wrong? Stick around and stay tuned. So it has to be said, I don't have a particularly great record when it comes to doing things here in the garage. Often they go wrong and I cock them up. But some things are always worth a crack, aren't they? And anyway, I hear you shout, why do I want to change the clocks on the Speed Twin anyway? Because they're pretty nice looking, aren't they? Well, I agree. In the main, I do like the clocks on the Speed Twin. They're very similar. In fact, I think they're identical to the ones on the Thruxton. Also, I think the T120 has very similar clocks as well. But anyway, one of the things I do like about the Speed Twin are the clocks. But for my taste, if I'm honest, they are just a little bit blingy. So when a subscriber in a comment recently said to me, why don't you think about changing the clocks on your Speed Twin for the ones from Art & Works, I was intrigued. I'd never heard of Art & Works, so I promptly got onto Google, checked them out, and I have to say I rather like what I saw. So I've put in an order for them, and I'm glad to say the last couple of days they've turned up. So all I've got to do now is simply fit them. How hard can it be? Stick around and stay tuned. Let's find out. Right, before we get too carried away, let me tell you exactly what you get for your money. Because I have to say, when I bought these, they cost me online £121.60. I paid for them online. And then I had to pay, annoyingly, £26.62 import duty because they were coming from the US, which caught me out. So what's that in total? 148 quid. So given I'd spent 148 quid, when this turned up, I was a little bit underwhelmed, I have to say. I thought I was going to actually get new dials for that. But anyway, what you actually get is this. Let me show you what's in the packet. Some bits of paper and stuff saying thanks for buying them. Here we go, some comprehensive-ish looking instructions that are in colour and look fairly straightforward, so we'll get onto those in a minute. And then basically what you get are replacement gauge fronts that look very simple. They're actually very cleverly made. I don't know how they do it, but they've got little sort of, you can't see them here, but the lighting and all the indicators, you know, the idiot lights do come on and show through. They look great once they're fitted. Hopefully we'll be seeing that later if it's a successful job. But so that's fundamentally that's what you get. You get some sort of washery things, not sure what they're for yet, and as I say, the instructions. All right then, first thing, disconnect the battery and crack on. I probably won't show you this step by step, by the way. I'll just maybe do a little speeded up bit of something, because otherwise it's just me undoing lots of screws and stuff. But anyway, I'll tell you how hard it was once I've finished. Right, first you always remove the negative terminal. When you reconnect these, you do it in the opposite sense. No danger of them reconnecting. Okay, so the actual undoing of stuff. First off, I've got to undo these 4 screws under here. Can you see these? They're little Allen bolts, which is all very well and good. I can get my spanner to that one all right, but under here I just haven't got enough room to get in there, so I'm going to have to do a bit of a bodge on that one. So okay, in the usual manner, I'm going to have to get some pliers and a bit somehow into there and see if I can undo it. Oh, you bastard. We're getting there, we're getting there. Okay, now it's come out so far I can't actually remove the tool from that. Look at that, it's in the way. Brilliant. Oh, come on. Now, if I can't, what a faff. Oh, I'm gonna have a rethink now. I can't even fit the bit in there anymore. Right, tool of the devil, Allen key. Will that come to the rescue? Can I fit it in? Oh, come on. A little bit too big. Oh, just about. Okay, progress being made. Join me in a moment, folks, when I'll have all these out. Things are never as straightforward as they should be, are they? Right, now for the tricky ones to get at. Just going to use this little bit and some pliers, see if I can do it that way. Come on. Oh, Jesus. This is exhausting. Hallelujah. God, I could tell you, that was just step 1 of 12 and I'm absolutely exhausted, just taking 4 screws out. How rubbish am I? Good grief. I think there's only one thing for it. It doesn't say it in the instructions, but I think taking this headlight off and just lowering it would make this whole operation so much easier. Let's give that a go. There we go. Let that dangle. That's more like it. Why didn't I do that to start with? Right, this electrical connector next. Let's get this rubber cover away. Hopefully it just unplugs. There we go. There's the connector. Squeeze it. Out she comes. Excellent. Right, next step. These Torx connectors that holds the brackets in place. Annoying, so far I've used Allen bolts, Torx connectors and straightforward Phillips. Why don't they just standardise on one type? That would be too logical, wouldn't it? Alrighty, starting to feel serious now. Right, let's take these over to the bench then and we'll see if we can get these swapped out. Alrighty, starting to get into the serious stuff now. So it says here, place instrument on a soft pad, remove the 10 screws in red circles. Alright, let's do that then. Soft pad. 10 screws in red circles. Okie dokie. See you in a mo. If necessary, you can remove also the 4 screws in green circles. How do I know if it's necessary? I don't know. We'll see. Next step. Remove. Oh, hello. Step 4. Step 5. Let's see what happens here. See if we can just lift this off then. Yes, we can. Oh, that's a bit exciting. Off it comes. Oh, let's just pop that there. Ooh, scary biscuits, scary biscuits. Oh, they're like jewels. Look at that, lovely. Okay, right. Remove the pointer. To do so, simply take 2 teaspoons or use your nails, slide it under the pointer and lift it up with the help of your fingers. With the help of your fingers, that's useful advice. Take your time to get it right without rush to avoid damaging both pointers and the original instrument discs. Okay. Maybe I should do the teaspoon method. Right, let me get some teaspoons. Okay, so let's get into the very exciting bit now. What I've got to do is put these little plastic washers that came with it on each of the little idiot lights so that they shine through the new dials in the right spot. So I'll crack on and do that. Bingo. Right, it looks like they've got 2 spare there, which is fine, in case you lose them, I guess. Right, match the central hole on the dashboard, then turn slightly, insert the gently reconnect the pointers. Okay, so basically what I just did in reverse, but with the new stuff. So, assuming that's the right way around, it'd be horrendous if you did this and you put the wrong one on the wrong side, wouldn't it? That wouldn't be funny at all. So I'll just double check what that is. Looking good, looking good. Gently reconnect the pointers. Don't worry about the position for now. Let them just enter a few millimeters without inserting them completely. I think they're going to be quite tough to get back on again. Move the pointer counterclockwise to match the initial point of the graphics. If you make a mistake, do another complete rotation. Once you get to 0, you'll feel that the pointer stops. Move the pointer counterclockwise to match the initial point of the graphics. Ooh. Counterclockwise. Brilliant. Next. Move the pointer clockwise to match the press the pointer towards discs. If necessary, gently return the pointer to the starting position. Did that. Step 12, follow the steps to the previous page, reconnect the battery, remember to do the red thing first. Right, I guess I'm basically done, just got to put them back together in reverse to what I took them apart. So I won't bore you with that, I'll just zap them back together and then we'll see what they look like on the bike. Brilliant. Alrighty, I've reconnected everything, put everything back together. I have to say, everything went back together a lot easier than it did when it came apart, if you see what I mean. Why the instructions didn't say to remove the headlight in the first place, I don't know, because that just made everything so much easier. Anyway, check these out, look at these. Don't they look good? Right, one last thing to do, and that is to turn the ignition on, just check that the needles sweep. So let me get the keys. Right, here we go. Moment of truth. Keys in. Let's see how she looks. Yo, look at that. Check out those idiot lights too. They look great, don't they? Oh, really pleased with that. Brilliant. Let's have one more go at that, actually. Let's just bring it around there. Let's give you a slightly different angle. And you see the way that all the idiot lights work because of those washers we put on. That's brilliant. So there we go. I'm really, really pleased with that. I think they look just much more classic than the slightly too blingy clocks that it came with. And actually, it's a lot easier than I made it look. A lot of all these things, but when you take them apart, they sometimes seem quite difficult. Going back together was actually much, much better, much quicker. Took me in total, actually took about 2 hours, but that included all the filming, and there's quite a bit. That probably adds at least half as much again to doing these jobs, I imagine. Anyway, there we go. That's it for this time. Hope you enjoyed that. Hope you're getting some little jobs done during lockdown, and let's look forward to hopefully getting some riding done again when all this madness finishes. All right, that's it for this time. Look forward to speaking to you again soon. Till then, this has been the Mist and Fly. Cheerio.